What do you want your last words to be? What do you really want to leave behind in this world? Do you want to leave a legacy that goes on for centuries beyond, or do you just want to raise good children and have them be your legacy? These are the questions that you consider before you die. The thing is, most of us don't really know when we're going to die, so we live on in blissful ignorance. We go about pretending that we have all the time in the world and that there's nothing that can destroy us. We blindly put our trust and our faith in the fact that our bodies will survive through anything, and that death is only a concept that we will have to ponder in old age. But what do you do when your own body betrays you, when you get cancer and there's no way to cure it? That's what Randy Pausch, the author of the last lecture, had to think about. And he decided to leave a legacy for his children, and leave a legacy he did. The thing that's unique about the author, in his own words, is the fact that he was able to achieve all of his childhood dreams. He had a list of all the goals that he wanted to achieve, and he achieved most of them one way or the other. And this was his mantra throughout. The brick walls are there for a reason. They're not there to keep us out. The brick walls are there to give us a chance to show how badly we want something. Life is about having the tenacity to pull through. Not everything is going to be handed to you. In fact, the world may actually try to sabotage all your efforts to stop you from achieving your dreams. But you don't have to relent. You have to fight. And before you know it, you will break through the brick wall. The book builds on the last lecture that the professor actually gave to his students at Carnegie Mellon. The full video is available on YouTube. I will now present the 3 things that stood out to me from this book. Number 1. Blinding optimism. This becomes very apparent as you read the book. It's insane how optimistic Randy Pausch has been throughout the book. And it's not like he was in denial. He was very aware of the fact that he was going to die. He says that while I could feel sorry for myself, that wouldn't do them or me any good. And he's absolutely right. Feeling sorry about yourself or about any situation is only guaranteed to make it worse. Instead, what you have to do is embrace it and accept the situation. We can apply this in our own lives. Hopefully, none of us have to deal with something as dreadful as our imminent demise. But even then, the smallest problems in our daily lives can get us down. For a lot of people, all it takes is a flat tire or spilling over their coffee to have a bad day. You need to keep things in context. We have to learn the value of being optimistic even in the darkest of times, so that we can be the light that guides others, inspire others, and breathe life into their souls. Life is way too short to be feeling down about it. If Randy Pausch could do it in the face of death, then surely you and I can do it in our daily lives. Number 2. Specificity of dreams. This is the thing that struck me immediately about Randy Pausch. He had very specific goals that he wanted to achieve. He wanted to become a Disney Imagineer, and he did. He wanted to float in zero gravity, he did. Now notice how both these dreams are very specific and realistic. It doesn't help if you have a goal like, I want to change the world. That's not going to get you anywhere. It's good to have that as a sentiment, but that's not something that you can measure. It would be immensely more resourceful if you had a goal like, I want to make a movie that changes lives, or I want to feed 100 people in the next 2 years. That's more specific, and it's something that you can actually measure and work towards. If you aren't able to achieve your dreams straight away, remember what we said about brick walls. Persist and you will succeed. And even if you don't, it's a lesson well learned, which brings me to the last point. Number 3. When you don't achieve your goals, it's probably for a reason. Randy Pausch had a dream of playing in the National Football League, but he wasn't able to, and he never made it to the NFL. But that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes some goals aren't meant to be achieved. Sometimes it's just better to fail in some parts of your life, so that you can take those lessons and apply them elsewhere. Some brick walls are there for a reason, and that reason is simply to lead you in another direction. As the author says, I got more from pursuing that dream and not accomplishing it than I did from many of the ones that I did accomplish. At the end of the day, here's the main lesson that I got from this book. We're all going to die. There's no denying that. Some have the misfortune of going away early. It may even happen to you or me someday. And that day, we will have a choice. A choice to be happy. A choice to leave a legacy behind. To become greater than the sum of the years that you have lived, to be larger than life. Whether or not you make that choice is up to you. That's all for this video, and if you liked the video then please click the like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.